Okay, arriving in now is the delayed 0929 Great Western Railway service from Plymouth to London Paddington. We've got 802014. And 802006. We'll see this one head out in just a moment before I properly introduce today's video. Okay, going out now is the delayed 0929 Great Western Railway service to London Paddington from Plymouth. .2014 and 802006. So hello guys, welcome to the latest episode of Every Platform, and welcome to Every Platform 1 year anniversary video. It has been 1 year since Every Platform started and I'm still going. So yes, we're here at Pewsey, a station that I haven't done yet, one that maybe a few may have questioned, when are you going to get here? Well, here we are, because today's plan is a Kennet Day Ranger and Pewsey. Pewsey isn't valid on it, but it isn't valid on it, but it was only a quick ticket to get from Newbury to Pewsey. As we stayed in Basingstoke, we came up to Reading and then got the train. We already had the Day Ranger at the time, so we only need to get a single between Newbury and Pewsey because our train called it Newbury, so that was fine. Today's plan then is to do all stations on the Kennet Day Ranger, so everything in between here and Reading, as well as the line to Basingstoke, and doing the little stations on there. Now, one station I will clarify, which is Reading Green Park, is still not open yet, so I will come back to it, but it's not open yet at time of recording. By the time this is up, it probably will be. I wouldn't be surprised with you. When is it meant to open? Sometime this it doesn't look done yet. I think it might be this year or next year. I think it might be next year. Anyway, end of this year. End of this year, there we go. Expected to be anyway. Anyway, so yeah, that's today's plan, is to go on a Kennet Day Ranger. So we've got quite a few people here. We've got MGP Transport Videos, Southern Train Spot 2006. Hi Brandon. Hi. He's got his back turned, he's so rude. There he is. Oh, okay. We have Cam J Kerman. And we have Tom and Liam over there, who don't have channels, but they're people. Anyway, and we also have SWR Train Fan joining us later, so you'll see him later as well. Right, next plan for us then is to go over to Bedwyn. We're going to get 2 buses there, because the link between, this is the fun fact, this station's link between Pewsey and Bedwyn is horrendous. There's literally hardly any service that connects both stations. So this station and Bedwyn both serve the town of Marlborough, which is pretty close by, but ultimately neither of them are interconnected by rail, so you kind of have to get a bus between them, otherwise there's no real link. The reason is because Pewsey is technically part of what is classified as the intercity network, whilst Bedwyn is classified under the Wessex network. So obviously they were very much 2 different sort of operations, so they've never linked up, and still haven't to this day, despite now being owned by the same company. How fun, eh? Anyway, so let's get started on today's video, and I'll update you from there. 1 year anniversary.
Woo! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Every Platform. Magic mushrooms. Happy birthday to you.
And also, guys, I left my job, so I've got a new job coming up. So yay! Right, passing through now, we've got a service from London Paddington to Plymouth. there that one goes. 802-103, I believe, heading over to Plymouth. Right, so we're on board an E400 now, heading over to Marlborough. I got you on film, Matt.
Hiya!
Hello!
Hello!
Anyway, we're on an E400 heading over to Marlborough now. The first 2 buses we're going to take to get to Bedwyn. Route number 1598, heading over. I'll update you soon. But yes, seats are alright. Not bad. This is operated by Salisbury Reds. So I haven't been on these for a good while actually. Update you soon. Right, so we're now made it to Marlborough High Street. There's quite a lot of traffic around here as there's a lot of market stalls that are around, but the RE400 1598 is heading off.
Yeah, that's our bus.
And our bus is over here.
That's good. Did that hurt?
And on guys. I'll update you on our next move. Okay, so an update, we're now on our second bus heading over to Bedwyn, which is going to be, well, we are on the E200 that I filmed earlier. Now these ones, oddly enough, have seat belts on them. Now, not a lot of buses actually have seat belts, but this one does. Funnily enough, I think last week as well, when we were in Kent, Cam will confirm, we had seat belts on an Optair Solo as well when we went to Lyde, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Hello.
Hello, Cam's there again. Cam never goes away, I'm joking.
I am omnipresent.
It's not a bad smell.
So are you, to be fair.
Oh, wow. Don't worry, bad smells go. I hope your hose have it.
I was coming to you.
I hope your hose have it.
Wow, that's nice. Anyway, right, so yeah, we'll update you when we get to Bedwyn, and there's Matt enjoying life.
And me eating brownie.
And Cam enjoying a brownie.
Yes.
And Brandon being Brandon. Hi, Brandon. Right, we've now reached Bedwyn station, the second station of today. We're on the 1141 Great Western Railway service to London Paddington. We're going to take that as far as Kintbury. This E200 is waiting here. It's going to go on the 22 bus back to Marlborough. And yeah, there that one is. Wasn't a, you know, best of rides. It's an E200 after all, but there we go. Anyway, it's Bedwyn station, and I'll update you more about the station in a minute. All right, passing through now, we've got a Great Western Railway service to Paignton, as we are here now at Bedwyn. (802-102) and with Liam right in the shot and doing a pose. Anyway, so that's 802-102 heading through to Paignton. So this is Bedwyn station, serving where we are at the moment in the village of Great Bedwyn. This station is only 6 miles away from Marlborough, which is a bigger town, and a bit like Kemble from that video. I told you that Kemble served the bigger town of Cirencester. Well, Bedwyn serves the bigger town of Marlborough, which doesn't have a rail connection, same as Cirencester doesn't, but has a bus connection that brings you to either, well, not really to Pewsey, but it brings you over here to Bedwyn. The rail connection between here and Pewsey, like I said, at Pewsey, is pretty poor. I think there's literally only one train that connects between them, and I think it's from Plymouth and it's early morning, but that really is about it. So yes, it's a bit of a weird one, and the station is the terminus point of the London Paddington to Bedwyn services. And when they leave, they go into a siding which is just down to the right, and the train will pop out of there. It's going to be a little bit late leaving, just due to a Penzance to Paddington service being delayed, so that's going to come through first. Typical IET being delayed, and then we're going to head over to the next station, which is going to be Kintbury. So we'll update you when the Paddington service passes through. Right, passing through now, we've got a Great Western Railway service from Penzance to London Paddington. 2 5-car units, running quite late, delaying our train in the process. So yes, our train will be in a minute, and we're going to head over to Kintbury. We'll update you when it arrives. Okay, arriving in now is slightly delayed, 11:41. Great Western Railway service starting here at Bedwyn, going to London Paddington, calling at Hungerford, Kintbury, Newbury, Thatcham, Field, Reading and London Paddington. And we have 800-019. We had 018, 802-018, now we've got 800-019. Not directly related, but yeah. Next stop for us is Kintbury. I'll update you when we get there. Right, so now arriving into Kintbury.
Mind the gap between the train and the
Gap's quite big.
Not one gap, one step.
Oh goodness, that is a big gap.
View, wasn't it?
So here we are at Kintbury, and we're going to allow for this train to head out. Nice straight track view going beyond. So off goes 800-019, heading over on the 11:53 Great Western Railway service to London Paddington from Bedwyn. And here we are at Kintbury. This is, as Liam says, a very dead station.
It is, I'm not gonna lie.
It serves the village, I think, of Kintbury, and there is a level crossing just beyond here, which does go down soon, so we better get across. Basically, we are a little bit late arriving in, just due to the Bedwyn to London Paddington service being delayed. Our next service is at 12:02, which takes us to Hungerford. We should get over. If not, worst case scenario is we miss the train. But in theory, Brandon, the train's 10 minutes late.
Well, something's coming through.
It's due at 12:12. That's a passing service. Anyway, so yeah, the train's 10 minutes late, so we've got a little bit of time. Anyway, so this is Kintbury, and we'll update you with some facts soon. Service stops here is an hourly service between London Paddington and Bedwyn only. Not even services from Plymouth stop here, even though they may stop at Bedwyn and Hungerford. Right, passing through now is a delayed Great Western Railway service to Plymouth from London Paddington. This service we weren't, I don't even think, meant to see here, but we are seeing it now. 802-006 and 014, 14 minutes late. There that one goes, heading to Plymouth. Next stop for that one will be Taunton, as it goes non-stop, I believe. Yeah, no, that is non-stop to Taunton. Right, our train will be here soon. Good job we have a wait at Hungerford. That's helpful. So yeah, I will update you soon. So with the level crossing at this station, notice that the level crossing is actually controlled by a nearby control centre, which you can probably see the little building of on the left there. That one actually is also controlling the Hampstead level crossing, which is just beyond here towards London, and then also toward the crossing at Hungerford as well. So that is actually quite an interesting thing, because it controls several level crossings within the area. This line does have quite a few of them. So it's Hampstead, Kintbury and Hungerford that controls. So yeah, our train is going to be arriving very shortly to take us to Hungerford. Right, arriving in now is going to be the Delayed 1202, Great Western Railway service to Bedwyn. This is formed of 800-031.
Double 07. 007.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 800-007 it is. 800 James Bond.
Oh god, can't have a shade.
It's the James Bond one.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We'll update you when we get to Hungerford on 800-007. Right, we're now here at Hungerford. And as 800-007 goes out. So this is Hungerford. This is probably the busiest station on this section of line. Hungerford is a big town and this station is right in its town centre. And it's also what's known as the heart of the North Wessex Downs, an area of outstanding natural beauty. Not seen it myself, so I can't comment. This station serves services to London, Paddington and Bedwyn. And Hungerford is actually a station that serves a few services from Plymouth a day. There's an early morning service from Plymouth to London Paddington which calls at Hungerford, and then I think a couple of the evening peak time call here as well, going towards the south, whether they go to Paynton or Plymouth or Penzance, wherever, but they certainly do call at Hungerford during peak time because a lot of people commute from this station, so it's one of those. Yeah, I have as well. I've been on one that calls at Bedwyn as well, but not the two together. It's weird. And fun fact, the 0451, when it was a HST, come to think of it, the 0451, which was ran as a HST originally, when the 2+8 was still around, was timetabled to call both here and Bedwyn. So I sat on that, I think I remember, calling it both, and that was fun for a 2+8. Not. Skipped Kentbury, went to Newbury, and then stopped again. So they were never built for that sort of thing, but there we go. So yeah, that's the station, and we're going to get a bus to Newbury as we start to go on the electrified section after this. So now Hungerford's done, we've done probably the more difficult bit. So now on to the bit where there's a few more trains. We'll update you soon. Right, so we're now on board a street light, another one so that's two in a row now, from Kent 2 and now one for here. This one is operated by Newbury and District and is very bumpy. As you can tell, everyone's enjoying themselves.
Oh, stop yawning, bloody hell.
There's everyone.
Hello. Brandon's dad.
So, yes. And we're now on our way to Newbury, and we'll update you when we get there. For some reason as well, this one doesn't log on bus miles, and it's really weird. But I think we've got an idea with that one. Okay, so we have now reached Newbury station. I have not been back here for a very long time. This station has been massively electrified since I last visited. Over there's 387301, an ex-C2C unit, and the first time they featured on my videos as well. About to pass through now, which is what we've been waiting for, is a Great Western Railway service from Penzance to London Paddington, passing across the through line. It's 800-313. There that one goes.
Kingsbury, Hungerford and Bedwyn. This train has 5 coaches. First class.
There we go. So this is Newbury station, and it's probably the busiest station, second busiest or so in Berkshire. It's got a lot of trains that okay, now here comes the 1356 Great Western Railway service to Bedwyn. As I was saying, this station does serve quite a lot of trains, with the Newbury Reading services being brought into play from this point. Sorry about the clip cutting, but yes, here is the Bedwyn service, and we have 800-019 again. This is also the station where the electrification is supported on the Berks Hants Line. This is the furthest you can get to before you switch to diesel, if you're going towards Bedwyn or towards Westbury and Pusey. So yeah, I'll update you soon. Okay, back to the park now is the 1356 Great Western Railway service to Bedwyn. Service now calls at Newbury, Hungerford and Bedwyn, where it then terminates and comes back. The station's changed so much, like it's incredible how much it's changed since I've been back here. Right in this, located right in the centre of Newbury as well. So yes, this station also has a passing loop that's just beyond the station towards Newbury Racecourse, which is actually used for a lot of engineering trains that come through here. They'll use the passing loop to allow for other trains to come through, and as far as I know, a lot of steam and railway charters, so steam trains specifically, when they come through here, especially on like race days, they'll go into the loop because they can get filled up with water, because there's road access for a water tanker to come and fill it up. So it's quite a weird track layout here, let's just say that, because the entire station in terms of platforms, barring the bay platform, so these two platforms are bi-directional. So you could have a Plymouth service on the platform you'd expect a London one to be on, and then you can get a London one on this platform, platform 1. Platform 2 could get a Plymouth service, platform 1 could get a London one at any given time. It's really weird, but it happens. Anyway, so that's Newbury done. Any other trains come through, we'll obviously film them. I think we've got Bedwyn Paddington, so I'll film that in a minute. But next up will be a visit to Thatcham, and we'll update you when we get there, or when the next train arrives. Okay, arriving here is the slightly delayed 1400 Great Western Railway service to London Paddington from Bedwyn. We've got 800 035 on it, and this service has literally just increased its pantograph, as you've just seen, which is pretty cool. And we'll be heading to Thatcham, Field, Reading and London Paddington shortly. Right upon that now is the 1400 to London Paddington. Now, do you want a really cool fun fact about these trains? Maybe pretty known by now, but when the train doesn't actually stop at Newbury, whilst it, like say it's a Plymouth service and goes non-stop Reading to Taunton, as it gets nearer to here, the pantograph will be up, and whilst it moves, it can actually just go down and just cruise and then change to diesel. Like, it just does it all in one. It's a very snazzy thing. For such a bad train, that's a good feature. So yeah, there we go. Right, so we're now here at Thatcham. Now arrived, and this is a station again I haven't been back to for quite a long time, so I mean it's nice to get back here again. 387 301 will be heading out in a minute. I'll update you when it does go. So there goes 387 301 heading over on the 1418 Great Western Railway service to Reading, calling now at Midgham, Aldermaston, Field, Reading West and Reading. Then that one goes. Now, interestingly, in a timetable change, there's actually going to be Newbury Readings, but there's also going to be London Paddington to Newbury services operated by 387s as well, which are going to do basically what these services to Bedwyn would normally do, but they're only going to terminate at Newbury, and then, like I said before, there'll be a Bedwyn to Newbury service operated by a turbo. So it's kind of, they're combining everything and making it a bit better, I suppose, and having the 387s do the shorter route, and I guess it frees up IETs to do other stuff, so that's good. Anyway, this is Thatcham. this station is Liam's local.
Yeah.
So what can you say about Thatcham? Absolutely nothing?
Nothing really. It's nothing interesting here.
Well, since it's your local, you can say what train server. What train server?
Bedwyn, Newbury, Reading, Paddington. There was Frome, no, not anymore. I think there's one stop to Paynton.
Okay.
I think one's Plymouth in the morning and early in the evening.
So that's about it. Okay.
That's it really.
And they've done up the footbridge. Well, the footbridge is massive here. I always noted that. So yeah. Anyway, so this is Thatcham, and we'll update you of any facts as we go and any trains that come through. Okay, arriving in now is going to be the 1431 Great Western Railway service to Newbury. This is going to be our train that takes us to Newbury Racecourse. And we have 387153. I'll update you when we get to Newbury Racecourse. Thatcham done. Okay, we've now reached Newbury Racecourse station. And 387153 will be leaving in just a moment to head over to the station just along the line of Newbury. Talk more about this station obviously in a minute, because this station is pretty fascinating. But yeah, we'll wait for this one to go out first. In fact, it's going out now. So this is Newbury Racecourse. So the first thing to note about this station is that it serves Newbury Racecourse for horse racing. Liam again knows quite a bit about this station, and that a lot of trains stop here on race days, don't they?
They do. Platform 3 is used for 9-car or 10-car ETs, and 1 and 2 is used for it as well.
Okay. And is it normally like the Plymouth ones that would call here sometimes, or?
Sometimes if it's Excess and David bound, they'll stop here as well.
Okay. And how often are races here? Do you know?
Once every few months.
Once every few months, blimey.
Won a swap deal.
Not very much, not as much as others then, really.
But when they happen, you know.
Oh well, yeah, I can imagine. So yeah, this station does serve the racecourse. It is it's a station that I guess is needed in its sense. The station does actually retain quite a lot of First Great Western signage. However, on most parts, it is a GWR refurbished station. So we've got a couple of trains passing through here, and we'll see what pops through. But yeah, the service is purely hourly between Reading and Newbury on this one. So yeah, this is Newbury Racecourse. All right, passing through now, we've got a service to Penzance. Is the Poppy liveried 800 306 heading over to Penzance from London Paddington. Okay, coming through now, service to London Paddington. From Penzance 800 317. How that one goes. Right, coming through now is a service to Bedwyn from London Paddington. This one's slowing down because Newbury's approaching. It is 800 013. Yeah, because it's slowing down for Newbury.
What, is that the speed if they stop?
Yeah, they have to go through that speed when they slow down.
40-minute limit when they cross over.
What is actually, what would you say, Liam, is if you get on a train to Newbury from here, what would you say the journey time is?
Minute, maybe even less than that.
Yeah, I thought so. It's really close by, isn't
On
it?
the end of platform 1, you can see Newbury.
You see Newbury, yeah.
And
Thought
vice
so.
versa as well.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Anyway, we're on this extra platform, which is technically, I guess, platform 3. This platform is used for any special trains that come through. They use this as a loop. So this is what I was talking about earlier with Newbury Racecourse. So they use it as a loop for trains to come in and allow for other trains to go past, but then I guess it's useful for it to be there, so I think it's quite good. It doesn't seem like it's seen the nicest of doesn't seem like it's well, it's seen better days, because obviously there's a lot of vegetation growing on the tracks, but yeah. And just outside here, so the building that you see just outside here, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is the racecourse building right out here, that one over there. So spectators and the like will go in there ready for horse racing. I know it's a pretty controversial sport though. I know not everyone agrees with horse racing because of the harm it can do to horses. So I mean, I personally agree with that, because I think it does do a lot of harm to horses, but other people may disagree, but I don't like it. I don't like the idea of it at all, but there we go. Right, arriving in now is going to be the 1514 Great Western Railway service to Reading from Newbury. Just an update for you guys that there has now been a reported fatality, sadly, in between Westbury and Newbury. So that will impact on some of the trains that are seen in this video, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, no, sad to tell you guys that. Anyway, we're off to Midgham now on 387153, and we'll update you when we get there. Okay, we've now made it to Midgham station. Further update for you, that it is confirmed now there has been a fatality. But just about departing now is 387153 to Reading. So this is Midgham station. And that one goes. So, as Liam said earlier, this station doesn't serve Midgham, it serves the village of Woolhampton. And the reason why it's called Midgham is because if you called it Woolhampton, it gets too mixed up with Wolverhampton. So that's why they've not done it. This station serves an hourly service between Reading and Newbury only, with some passing trains, but unfortunately we will not be seeing any passing trains, so this video may be shorter than others due to this reason, just be warned. But we are relying on the Newbury Reading services, so we should be okay generally, but just as a pre-warning. But anyway, Midgham station done. We're going to get at the bus. Next station for us is Field. We'll update you when we get there. We're going to get a bus there. Go for it, Matt.
Please wait.
It's another help point. Yellow button. It worked.
This station is Midgham. The next train to arrive at platform 1 will be the 1527 Great Western Railway service to Newbury. We are sorry that this service is delayed by approximately 11 minutes. Great Western Railway apologises for this late running and the inconvenience this may cause you. The next train to arrive at platform 2 will be the 1623 Great Western Railway service to Reading.
Done. Reading. And there. Right, off we go. Right, so we're now on board an E400 MMC. This is a jet black livery operated by Reading buses, and funnily enough, once again they have seat belts. Don't know why, but they do. I think they've started to bring this in on a lot of buses because it's got the seatbelt logo a lot around it, so I'm wondering if that's just a thing. But anyway, we're now going to be taking this over to Field and then walking over to the station. And then our next stop after Field will be Aldermaston, but we'll update you soon. Like I said, the fatality is still, the disruption's still expected, and there's still a lot of problems. But we are out here and carrying on as much as we can. Just made it to Theale now. We're just going to walk to the station in just a second. It's the E400 MMC, which has just brought us in, is going to head out as it's fleet number something, so I don't even know. .788. So off we go. Next stop for us is going to be Theale. I'm going to update you when we get there. Okay, so here we are at Theale. Wow, here we are at Theale. That just happened. Anyway, so Theale station. To put it into context, this station is only in a village, but it serves a mass amount of warehouses. It's quite crazy for that. A lot of central warehouses are based around this area, Berkshire anyway, because it's very industrial for that. So this station, located just pretty high up actually, does serve Bedwyn and Newbury services. On the very, very odd occasion, any other services going to the West Country as well, and of course London Paddington. So for trains to Reading, West and Reading, you go to platform 1, and for platform 2, which I don't know what the sign says, something else. Oh, it's over here, I think. Is there one there? Yep. Trains to Aldermaston, Midgham, Thatcham, Newbury Racecourse and Newbury. So yes, our next stop is Aldermaston, which actually finishes off this line over to Reading before we, well, Reading West will finish that off, I guess, and then it's just the line to Basingstoke, and then that's the Berks Hants done. And then yeah, got a surprise later on in the video as well, so keep an eye out for that. So let's have a look around the station, see if any trains come through, and go from there. This is Theale. Okay, arriving in now is a 1613 Great Western Railway service from Bedwyn to London Paddington, which is 800-013. This service and the Newbury services are the two not to be disrupted due to the fatality is sort of near Westbury, just beyond Pewsey, between Pewsey and Westbury. So the train here is, this is the one from Bedwyn, so it's not impacted. So yeah, wait for this train to go. Right, going up now is going to be the 1613 Great Western Railway service from Bedwyn to London Paddington. Like I said, this one will be moving over to turbos and only going to Newbury from May, so quite a big change coming up. Arriving here is 387153 again. Seems like we're taking this one back and forth really. As we're here at Theale, we're going to take this to Aldermaston, and we'll update you when we get there as 387153 arrives. Off we go. Right, now arrived into Aldermaston. That's a big gap in between the train and the platform. Wow, Brandon. Wow, wow, wow. What do you have to say for yourself, Brandon? Brandon, what do you have to say for yourself?
7? No, I can't, I'm on video.
Yes, you're on video. There's no violence. Anyway, welcome to Aldermaston Station. So, we're going to let the train go out as it's literally about to leave now. You're in the way. Move out of the way, Matt. Oh, hello, hello. Return of a certain 387301 has popped up here as well. That's pretty cool. This one should be going out in a minute. We'll update you. Off goes 387301 heading to Reading. So this is Aldermaston, located in Aldermaston Wharf. This station is once again served by an hourly service in between Newbury and Reading, and really no more than that. What is there to know about this station? So very quickly we'll go over it. I did write it up, so obviously it is here. But to know about Aldermaston, it has a flanking platform on each, well, a flanking platform on each side of the double track.
What is that there?
And each platform has its own independent road access and car park together with a small shelter. The Newbury bound platform is flanked on its offside by a siding formerly used as a head shunt for access to a nearby freight facility. So that's probably this over here, and that's probably this siding over here, which does have some buffers, would have been leading over to there. So yeah, that is Aldermaston's. In fact, there's not too much about it really. It's one of your standard ones, but that means the Berks Hants to Pewsey is now complete.
Freight.
We only have Reading West now, and then the Basingstoke line, and then we've done the whole Berks and Hants section. So yeah, let's get going on that. Next up is Reading West. We'll update you soon. Right, there goes another E400 M&C, the jet black livery, fleet number 791, as we are back in Reading. But we're going to go this way because we're going to Reading West. Now, what I'm thinking of doing is just for the lols, crossing over and taking the bus over. So, because you know, that was the plan anyway, so just do that. See what bus turns up, because quite a lot.
Doing it for the lols.
Yes, it's only 3 minutes anyway. But we'll update you when we get on the next bus and head over. This is the second bus we're on now. I don't think I did a clip on the first bus, but we're literally about to get off now, so I'll update you in just a sec. But yeah, Purple 17. We'll update you in a minute. Right, heading off now is the E400 City, CBG, Scania one. E17 over to Tilehurst. And that's apparently they take pride in having the UK's lowest bus fares. Okay then, interesting. Right, so we're now at Reading West station after we've got a couple of buses over. So this station I've been to before. I have actually been here since it's been electrified as well. In my opinion, this is probably the grottiest station I've ever seen, and always will hold down as the grottiest station I've ever seen so far. What I don't like about it, it's in an area that seems pretty rough. It's an area that seems, it is close to quite a lot of shops. It's got McDonald's right outside it. It's got a Lidl nearby, but it's just one of those places. It just, if you were sat here at night, I don't think you'd enjoy it. I don't think anyone would enjoy it. But yeah, that's Reading West. Trains that serve here, we're actually on a junction now. The line to Basingstoke runs here, so you've got services to Newbury and Basingstoke, and then I think some Bedwyn Paddingtons also call here, like in the peak time as well. So but that'll be Paddington to Newbury. They'll start calling there, I imagine, during peak time as well. What is there to also hate about this? There's no train information. That's a good start. The station is electrified. It's a nice station to film at, but in terms of the area, it's pretty poor. But it's good bus connections as well. Yeah, a lot of freight comes through here because a lot of it comes from Basingstoke direction and goes out and uses the avoider, so it's pretty cool. So that is Reading West in a nutshell. And fun facts about the station as well, in terms of the station sign, wherever it is, I've walked away from it.
FGW.
Still FGW branded. They ain't touched it like some of the others, and you'll probably see more as time goes on and we do some more of the Great Western network. So that's Reading West. See if any trains come through. Okay, arriving now is the 1811 Great Western Railway service to Newbury. We're 387153 on this one, as we've seen quite a lot today. And this one's going to Newbury, and we'll see it go out in a minute. Right, so the partner now is 387153 heading out to Newbury.
But yeah,
Go on.
but yeah, I don't care.
That one goes heading to Newbury. Next stop, Field.
But yeah.
Okay, here's our train. It's 165104, and this is on the 1814 Great Western Railway service to Basingstoke, and we're now taking this to Bramley. We'll update you when we get over to Bramley. Right, we've now made it to Bramley station. As 165104 heads out, heading to Brandon. You're right in the way there.
Seems like it's empty.
You were right in the way there.
Sorry, but
165104 there, heading over to Basingstoke, calling it Basingstoke only, and this is Bramley station. This station, actually, fun fact, is in Hampshire. This isn't in Berkshire, this is in Hampshire. The only station in Hampshire we're visiting today. The station is located on the Reading to Basingstoke line and serves a half-hourly, typically half-hourly, service between Basingstoke and Reading. CrossCountry also pass through here, heading over to Manchester Piccadilly and towards Bournemouth. That service isn't as frequent as it used to be. But yeah, this is Bramley. The station sign looks in a really strange font. It's got light blue, but the GWR logo is tiny compared to a lot of others. So yeah, pretty unique in that sense, I guess. But yeah, this is Bramley, and we'll update you when another train comes through. I'm wondering to see if there is anything. If not, then we'll wait for the 1902, which will be our train to Mortimer. We'll update you soon. Okay, arriving, here's the 1855 Great Western Railway service to Basingstoke from Reading, 165103. This one will be heading out in a moment. Right, going out now is the service to Basingstoke. That one goes, next stop of Basingstoke, and yeah, 2 turbos, and then we still haven't had one return yet. That's really weird. They normally cross over here, but obviously one is now late.
It's late because of the void.
Because of the cross-country being in front of it.
Now. Yeah,
it's just left Basingstoke now, is it?
Cross-country's just left Basingstoke, and
okay.
Be in front of the express.
Oh yeah, it will be. Well, there is a cross-country due in a minute, so we'll see that pass through. Bet, and it'll probably be in the next clip. Right, passing through now, we've got a cross-country service to Manchester Piccadilly. Next off of that one will be Reading, and that one's just left Basingstoke, and it's from Bournemouth, that one, so that one goes. And we've got another cross-country service, this one heading to Bournemouth from Manchester Piccadilly. tell you the rear of that one, it was 220 James Bond, 220 007. And I think the front of it, I don't even know, I think it was 021 actually, 220 021 and 007.
021 at the front.
021 and 007.
Yeah.
Awesome, thought it was. Right, so there they go, and that's heading over to Bournemouth, next stop Basingstoke. Right, arriving in now is going to be the delayed 1902 Great Western Railway service to Reading from Basingstoke. This is our train to Mortimer. 165104. Brandon thought it was 103 for context.
And it's actually 104, isn't it?
Anyway, on we go to Mortimer. Okay, we've now arrived into Mortimer station. And yeah, plan of action is to head over to, actually no, we're staying here waiting for the 1937 service to Reading, where a little surprise should be waiting, and then we're going to head off to one last station. But let's see the turbo go out. That's 165104 on the delayed 1908 Great Western Railway service to Reading from Basingstoke. So welcome to the very last station we need to complete on the Berks and Hampshire section, Mortimer. Once that's done, everything has been done, and then that's it, all good. So this station actually closer to Reading. However, me and Brandon will speak from experience that we actually were here a few weeks ago, weren't we? Brandon's so asleep.
Come on, Brandon, wake up.
And from your memory, Brandon, how long was the walk to get to the nearest bus stop?
Half an hour.
Yeah, it's about 25 minutes to half an hour. We did it in 20, but generally it takes about 25 to 30 minutes. And it's Reading buses number 2. It's the line bus, E300, takes you into Reading from there. And it's actually within Mortimer itself. This station actually isn't in Mortimer. That's the funny thing.
How far is
Tring.
25-30 minute walk.
Oh, Scott, it's Tring all over
It's
again.
Tring all over again.
Lydney and Tring.
Lydney and Tring, yeah. So we've got Lydney, we've got Tring, now we've got Mortimer.
Oh, don't even get me started with training. That was a traumatic I got PTSD from that day.
Anyway, so this is Mortimer anyway, and the service pattern is half hourly normally, Reading to Basingstoke services. However, I believe in peak time that the frequency on this line increases to every 15 minutes. Only at certain points in the day though. I think it's between about 6 and 9 they run every 15 minutes, and then in the evening between about 5 and 7 they do it again. So it's but yeah, normally during the off-peak though it's every 30 minutes each direction, so it's pretty good actually for this area. It's getting every half an hour service operated by an unfortunately horrible train, but anyway, but better than IETs and better than cross-country voyages, so to be honest, you know, that says a lot. Anyway, this is just a one-way ticket to Trespass. Don't ever do it, but I don't know why it's open, but there you go. It's because there's works going on, that's why, and it seems it's been broken off there. Yeah, if there are any facts about the station, we'll bring them up and go from there. The station is also going through a lot of work there, as you can tell, construction site. Okay, arriving in now is the 1919 Great Western Railway service to Basingstoke. This will be the third turbo that's on the line, which I don't know what it is, but we're going to see. It is 165 109. See this one head out in a second. Right, going out now is the 1919 to Basingstoke. So there that one goes. That's heading over to Basingstoke, calling it Bramley and Basingstoke. So let's have a look here.
Kieran, I haven't lost the ticket.
So this actually is in the village of Stratfield Mortimer. That's the name of the place. It's in Stratfield Mortimer, this station. So it's not actually in Mortimer, it's in Stratfield Mortimer.
Call it Mortimer.
Yeah,
So the station is notable for its well-preserved Brunel designed Great Western Railway station buildings, which are currently being overcovered by scaffolding. But there is obviously that little one over there as well, which looks like it's been taken apart a bit, but there is that as well. But yes, that really is what it is. But the station appears briefly in an episode of Doctor Who as well, this station, back in 1974 though, but it was in Doctor Who. Very briefly it appeared in one of the episodes as well. Doctor Who serial, sorry, the station appears briefly in 1974 BBC Doctor Who serial Planet of the Spiders. This station appeared very briefly in a Doctor Who serial. So there we go. So let's wait for our train to take us back to Reading. And then the final station we've got to do after Reading, after we see the surprise, is Anisha's local, Early, which we missed last time when we tried it. So this time, maybe a success, let's see. But we'll update you soon. Okay, sorry about the late start, but here is 165103. And this is our train. We're going to be taking this to Reading. And our surprise should await us there. Hopefully. This is where I get let down and it isn't. But anyway, let's see what happens. Update you soon. Okay, we've now made it into Reading. I feel like I haven't really recorded here today. It's been weird. But yeah, we've now completed the entire Berks Hants Line, both towards Basingstoke and towards Pewsey, and well, Bedwyn and then Pewsey as well. All done, all completed. So that's a big step again in completing every platform. So we're now going to make our way over to platform 15 for a little surprise. It might still be there, might not be. Probably not going to be there, but who knows. Update you soon. Right, here's our little surprise. Duchess of Sutherland. Popped up here, 6233, on a service from Exeter St David's to London Victoria, head code 1056. Absolutely amazing. It's lovely to see a steam. Obviously can't get a break. There's a lot of other people doing the same thing, but yeah.
Customers awaiting the 1942 service to Bedwyn. This train is now the train on platform number 3. That customer is the 1942 service to Bedwyn. This train is now the train on platform number 3. Platform 3 is the 1942 service to Bedwyn. Customers are waiting the 1942 service to Bedwyn. This is now on platform 3.
So we have a lovely steam locomotive, Duchess of Sutherland, departing out, making its way out, and then all of a sudden, just after it does it, a horrible Voyager starts its engine. So thanks for ruining the moment, Voyager. 221144 will forever be the steam ruiner. Anyway, so that was a very nice surprise here at Reading. I thought that left really nicely. It wasn't as loud as I expected it to be either, to be fair. So
Oh, that's annoying. I wish I got that keynote.
it was good. So Duchess of Sutherland will now go towards Ascot via the Reading to Waterloo line, eventually get over to Feltham, cross over via Hounslow, and then go into Clapham Junction and then eventually London Victoria. So yes, that's the plan for it.
2206.
So it's got about 20 minutes at Ascot and about 10 at Clapham Junction. So yes,
Let's get to Ascot.
off we go to oh yeah, off we go now to the final station of the day. Update you soon. It's that way. Right, off now goes the X4, heading over to Bracknell. And yeah, we're here early now. This is going to be the last station we film today. So off we go. So that's the last bus of the day, and now we're on to the last station of the day. We'll update you when we get to Early, the last station I need. This one's been a long time coming, I must say. Right, we have now reached Early station, located on the Reading to Waterloo line. This station, like I say, it's been a long time coming because me and Anish, who's next to me here, is local. We tried to do this last time, and then a story of a South Western Railway ticket office lady who was taking forever to serve people made us miss our train. Albeit it was a valid connection, but oh well, it happened. We're here now, and let's have a look at the onward travel. I reckon it's the 4 and X4 only. Yes, it is. And you can get to Bracknell from here, and Wokingham and Winnersh. Thought so. Cool. So, Early station, it serves South Western Railway services between Reading and London Waterloo, and there's also trains that pass through going to Gatwick Airport and Red Hill, as well as Reading.
Oh, it's 1 minute late. We have 10 minutes.
Now, I am right in also saying that before the COVID timetable hit, there was also 2 cross-country services that would come through here, going to Guildford and coming from Guildford, but they don't run anymore.
Yeah, once a day to Guildford.
The once a day to and from, yeah.
From Manchester.
Yeah, before it was suspended, yeah, because of COVID, after COVID hit, yeah. And they haven't brought it back since. Anyway, this is Early station, and we'll see if anything comes through, but if not, this will be the last station, and I'll finish. There's a plane up there. Matt, there's a plane! Oh my god! He's so happy now, aren't you, Matt? Amazing. There is a plane up there that's just taken off. That's probably over from Heathrow. So yes, that one goes. Going to New York. There you go. From where? Gatwick or Heathrow? Heathrow. Thought so. It looked like it was coming from the direction of Heathrow. So yeah. Anyway, what's to say about this station? So this station, in terms of facts, doesn't have a lot to it, as apart from being Anish's local. For those who don't know, Anish's channel is SWR Train Fan, so if you haven't checked that one out, I don't think he uploads too much to it, but I think he does have some stuff on there. Let's have a look. Apparently this station measures from London Charing Cross via Red Hill, and I don't quite understand that, but okay. It's the last stop before the terminus of the line from Reading. It has 2 side platforms on either side of the twin track line. And what else is it to say? The building is a terrace of 3, no, ignore me, that's the approach. It's 3 single cottages that were housing railway staff from the Southeastern Railway. So yes. Other than that, really it's just got the basic history about when it was opened, about nationalisation, and about when the DC Third Rail was actually installed here, which was a long time ago, back in the 1930s. But yes, it's got a very nice station building, and it does need a bit of a paint job, but yeah, that's Early done. So guys, I want to thank you all for watching this video from Kennet Day Ranger plus Early. If you have liked what you've seen, please do like and subscribe, and please leave in the comments because I'll get back to them as and when I can. And any recommendations are welcome, so please do leave them in the comments as well. Joining on today's video, we had Liam, who doesn't have a channel. We had SWR Train Fan, who's gone now. What, a train was coming then. We also have 7 Train Spotted 2006, MGP Transport videos, Cam J. Kerman.
Hello.
I don't know if Dan has a YouTube channel or not.
I'm just Cameron's depressed ex.
Okay, you're just that.
Wait to introduce yourself to the video.
Way to introduce yourself. By the way, this is Dan. He joined us at the end of the video today. He is Cameron's depressed ex. There you go. And then you got Tom, who's going.
No channel.
He had no channel, and he's going home to Birmingham.
Oh, and remember Liam as well.
And I said Liam at the beginning, yeah. So yes. So guys, thank you for watching. The next episode of Every Platform will be from Cambridgeshire. So Tom will be there again.
Hooray!
I won't.
2 days.
Cam won't be there. Brandon won't be there. Matt won't be there. Dan won't be there. No. Okay, but others will be. Tay
will be there.
Tay will be back for this video, guys. So you'll have him back. Anyway, so thank you for watching this video from Cambridgeshire. That's next week. Thank you for watching this video from the Kennet Day Ranger, guys. And for me here, it's farewell. Goodbye.